There he is.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good. How are you?
Who's the guy that got me up before noon for sake?
How are you, man? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. You're in England right now, right?
I'm in London right now, man. Yeah, yeah. Well, you're in California, man. You're living the good life, bro.
It's not bad. Have you ever been here?
Yeah, I love LA, man. I would love to move there. I would love to I would love to be in a position where I could do like 6 months there, 6 months here.
Oh yeah.
Um, but if I could live in the hills as well, man. If I had enough money to live up in like Beverly Hills, then I'm going there, bro.
Well, that's what we're working on.
That's what we're working
That's what we're working on with this song.
on.
You good though? Happy, healthy, taking care of yourself?
Happy, healthy. I'm completely in like a whole different like body, man. It's crazy. But when the first lockdown hit, I was like still kind of battling with a lot of like demons and a lot of things going on. And I moved back with my mum and dad,
Mm.
and yeah, it allowed me to kind of reset, allowed me to get like mentally healthy and physically healthy. Like I'm in the best shape I've ever been, like up here and physically. So yeah, man, it's been
Good for
good.
you.
Yeah.
And I can I see that on your posts and stuff about the physical stuff. How are you getting all that? Where's all that coming from? What are you doing?
I'm doing CrossFit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing like a lot of like intense like cardio, but also like weightlifting too. So you're getting the whole thing. And yeah, I just got into CrossFit big time. Like Matt Fraser, I don't know if you've heard of him, but
Not him, but no, but I've seen CrossFit. Yeah, that's hardcore, dude.
yeah, hardcore, man. So yeah, it's
Hardcore
been
on the
fun, man.
joints. Hardcore on the
Yeah,
joints. Your knees will start to hurt after a while.
yeah, for sure, for
What about your
sure.
diet? What are you eating? Are you eating good?
Yeah, like to be fair, like that's something that kind of fluctuates. It kind of goes up and down, but um, I'm trying to be healthy at least 5 days a week, and then the weekend comes, I'm like just chocolate sweets. I've got a proper sweet tooth, man. But to be fair, I cut out alcohol, and that's been a massive
Huge
like
difference, yeah.
huge difference, and like the weight kind of just got. At one point, I was quite like bloated from like beer and just all that kind of stuff,
Sure.
and yeah, I definitely saw the difference when you cut out of your diet for sure.
Totally. What's your
Yeah.
what are you snacking on? What's your sweet tooth? For me it was always Orange Club, which we still get. We can get here. We have a place called World Market down the street that
Yeah,
I can get
Orange Club,
international stuff.
banging chocolate. I love that chocolate.
Yeah.
But I
Jaffa
would go for
cakes.
like I'd go for a standard. Like I don't know if yeah, you actually that's not true. You do you get Galaxy bars over there, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I love a Galaxy bar. Like, and obviously Easter came around just round like was last weekend, and oh man, I like there's a shop called Lidl's here. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever heard of a shop called Lidl's, but
Uh-uh.
um, you go into Lidl's on the month on the Sunday, so like Easter Sunday, and all the chocolate eggs are like half price. So you just go, right, cool, I'm having all of these ones, and you're getting like loads of chocolate for half the price. It's great.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's sweet tooth. It must be in the blood, man, cuz it's I have it bad here.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, LA is so worldly with the people that I mean, even at gas stations here they sell, Flake and Lion and
yeah.
Turkish Delight, which I actually don't like, but it's just
Oh,
cool to
I
see.
hate Turkish delight, man. But a lion bar, I
The
love a lion bar.
consistency of Turkish Delight is just weird, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm not into that. Not into
But
that.
all that stuff. Wow. So yeah, that's sweet tooth. It screws us. You got someone there to keep an eye on you on that? You live alone?
No, I actually live with my cousin,
Do you?
um,
Okay.
who has a sweet tooth as well. So it's not great. Like we've got a sweet jar here that's like been just tops it up. And right now, luckily enough, I don't like any of these sweets in here. So I'm kind of like, these ain't these are hers. But
Yeah,
these
those
are
don't
all
look
like
fun at all. Those are like the hard
they like
candies and
they were
stuff.
like hurt your teeth kind of sweets. But
Yeah.
nah, my record label, I just got a number one record over here, which is crazy. And they knew like I wasn't drinking, so obviously they didn't send like champagne to my house. They sent like a big basket of sweets, and I had like every sweet under the moon you could like imagine of,
Oh my
like
god.
and we've got through a lot of them. But to be fair, like I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go to a food bank, and I'm gonna take loads of these sweets and chocolates and give them to the food bank, because I was like, I need to these out of my house, but also like I reckon a lot of people need some sweets in these times. Do you know what I mean? And
well, you thought of it. Did you actually do it, or did you just start eating it?
Oh
instead?
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I went and did
okay.
it. Yeah.
I'd be like, maybe I just have one.
I was like, yeah.
You could have one for me, two for them. One for me, two for
them.
Girlfriend, married? I don't know. What's your situation? Are you single?
I'm happy in a relationship,
Good.
which is new. It's a new, like, we've known each other for a while, but like we made it like proper official, like November, December time. So yeah, and I've never been happier, man.
Good for you.
So yeah, she's a great girl, and yeah, I'm happy, man.
It's fun, isn't it? Relationships are all like the little things. Like even when you go get coffee, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get 2 coffees and bring.
For sure. But this is like a relationship that like, it's not hard anymore. It's kind of just like, oh, this is what it should be like. But we'll see. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah. Good for you. That's fun. That's exciting.
Yeah,
so in the house, what chores belong to you? What things do you have to do? What are you responsible for?
What chores belong to me? Definitely hoovering would belong to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I've got to do my own washing. Like my cousin's not doing my washing for me.
Right.
So I'm hoovering. I'm doing my own washing. Like I tend to like kind of ask my cousin, do you mind doing my bathroom? Because I'm not into cleaning bathrooms.
Yeah.
But she doesn't mind. She put some gloves on and she's like, do you know what? Because I love you, I'll do it for you.
Aww.
So, but I am a clean person. Like I'm quite like, I need my stuff where it is and stuff like that. So it's not like a hard job for her. But
you're not peeing on the toilet seat or leaving little treats on the inside. Okay, good.
Yeah, no, but we kind of 50-50. It's a team effort in this house for sure.
Yeah. So you say. Where's she?
So
Let me get her side of the story.
If my cousin was listening, she's gone out for a run. If she was listening, she would probably pop her head in and say,
yeah, you said, hey, go out for a run.
Yeah.
You sent her off. You sent her off. Hey, by the way, thanks for giving that glimpse inside of Abbey Road Studios.
Of course.
I've been, I'm talking about on your Instagram story, of course.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I've been outside many times, and I've taken the typical picture that you have to do on the crosswalk, which is amazing, by the way, because the thing that baffles me about taking that picture on the crosswalk is the locals get so mad.
Oh yeah, because it's traffic, man.
yeah, I did it.
Live too far from Abbey Road, and yeah.
Like I did it at legit 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and it's part of people's route home, and it's just nonstop tourists like me at the time taking pictures, and they get so angry.
Yeah, but it just shows you like how big the Beatles were, and like the impact they had on the world. And to be in that room yesterday and to see like John Lennon's piano with like his cigarettes burns still on this piano, and like you could hear, like when you played the keys on the piano, you could hear like, oh, that reminds me of this song, that reminds me of that. So you could kind of hear that piano in, like, if you imagine the song being played out, you can hear that piano. So It was a pretty surreal thing. But like, I'm a massive Led Zeppelin fan too, and like all their records were made in there. Well, like I think like their first and second were made in there or something. Wow. And I don't know, it felt like there was greatness in that room, and like just to be part of that and to be like, it was an honor to be like in that room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool that people still use it. I know like Sam Smith used it, or he recorded a whole album there recently. A whole bunch of artists did. It always intrigues me that when I first saw it, how am I going to say this without sounding like a dick? How unimpressive it is from the outside. Like they didn't fix it up. They didn't say, "Oh, let's add some shine to this." It's still, it's impressive in the musical sense because it's still true to what it is. But a casual person walking by might go, "That's it? That's just a hut."
Yeah, 1000%. Like even outside, there's like all like writing on the walls, and there's like, do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But when you get inside, like, to be honest with you, like when I was like, oh my god, it looks like a school like gym hall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, this is crazy. And then like you kind of sit there in there, and you're like imagining like John Lennon playing the piano. You're imagining Led Zeppelin like hitting a guitar, and you kind of then you feel it, and then you start singing. That like when I started singing in there, that's when I was like, wow, like.
Whew.
There's a special kind of feeling in this room that I can't really explain, but like you just know that there's something that's happened in that room.
I'm guessing the acoustics of it, the smell.
Yeah, like the acoustics, the smell, the lights, the desk. Do you know what I mean? Like everything, like from the smallest little bits to the light switch. I was like, the light switch is the same light switch that like has been there since the 60s, and like these people have turned the lights on and off, and
at some point all members probably did turn that light on and off.
Yeah, I know, but like even the littlest things are just like, it makes you think, just like, wow, this is cool.
It's like you said, it's very surreal, and it humanizes them as well when you physically see those cigarette marks on the piano.
Yeah,
now they become human, and it's what a trip. But thank you for that view inside. That was really cool that people normal people like me don't get to see that. We get to walk by and annoy traffic going by. Hey man, your birthday coming up soon, right? Turning 26.
Turning 26, yeah.
How's the first quarter century been for you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Like
the first 25 is all right.
Yeah, 25 is all right. I'll never forget being 25. Like, I got my first number one when I was 25. I'm having like the best time of my life, being happy. And to be honest with you, like, I'm just in a good position, like with everything, with music, with life, with everything. Here comes my cousin now. I'm just on an interview.
He was saying he does all the housework.
Yeah, come in.
Come on.
Say that again.
He told me that he does all the housework around there.
He did not. No, doesn't.
He said, I am so sick of cleaning all the bathrooms.
All right, good. Yeah, good luck with that. He's lucky that I'm a bit OCD and I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, no, he gave you complete credit for all of that. So
I did.
Glowing reviews.
Glowing reviews.
Yeah. Does he pee on his seat?
Yeah. He says, do I pee on the seat?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I knew it was
25,
sides.
man. 25 is good, and I'm just excited for what's to come, especially like with coming to America, and it's a dream of mine to be over there, and it's mad that this song Little Bit of Love is connecting over there the way it's connecting, and I just hope that I can keep carrying on, and I don't know, my dream is to hopefully one day like be in the mix of potentially a number one in America. That's the dream.
I don't think it's unrealistic, man. I think it's a great song, which I definitely want to talk about. I want to ask you a couple of other things though too. Like your hair, first of all.
Yeah.
Your hair. How do you keep that in line? What are you using, a normal shampoo and conditioner? Yeah. What's the maintenance like on that? I mean, I have a ton, but it's the curls I was actually more concerned with.
You got a good head of hair there, man.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's thick. I've been cutting it myself. You've been cutting yours yourself?
No, man. Do you know what? My brother was cutting mine at home, and he did a pretty good job, but now it's kind of out of control. But no, I'm just using the norm. Just using the normal Head and Shoulders, man.
Good.
And a little bit of mousse, and that just gives it a bit of a oomph.
Where do you find mousse in 2021? Oh my God!
Hey, at any local convenience store, man.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they still made that. That's awesome. Let's talk about music for a minute. Like, specifically being a solo male artist, and you're not in a group. Who do you have that person that like if you were in a band, you could talk to the bass guitarist, the drummer and stuff, because you're going through stuff at the same time, you're on a parallel with the success of the band. Do you have someone that you talk to that can kind of get you on that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think my manager, like me and my manager, like he's my manager, but like he's also like my older brother in a sense. And he's been in the industry for a long time, and he's seen people have success, and he's seen people as well like kind of drop off as well. And he kind of just talks to me. He doesn't like fill me with kind of, I call it gasness. And he doesn't fill me with that. But when things are going good, then he would like, it's actually going really well. But if things are kind of like, if I need to fix up on anything, he'll kind of tell me as well. So at the moment, with everything, with all that, with what's happening, things are good right now. And I think I just need to ride. I think it's just the conversations that I've had with him about it all is kind of like, I need to ride the wave and just enjoy every minute of it, and kind of, I don't know, just keep going. And I believe that I've got way more to do. I've got like so much more to give, and I've got so much more songs to write. And
sure.
And this is like just the beginning. I feel like I've been at it for a good 5 years.
Yeah.
But I've finally like found my feet, and I've finally like found kind of the artist that I've been wanting to be for however long. And I now have found my sound, and I don't know, I've still got a lot of dreams, and I've still got a lot of like things I need to do. So yeah, I talk to him when I need a bit of advice and stuff like that. And as well, like I'm a solo artist, but I have a band with me. So
right.
like,
so like, they're a consistent group of guys then that are that's cool.
Yeah. So like my bass player, she's Australian, she's been in my band since like the start. My drummer, my guitarist have been in the band since like the start. And then my keys player, Kieran, I've known him for what feels like forever. And then like my backing vocals, like it's a family unit. So yeah, we've all kind of seen the growth of what I am, but also do you know what I mean? It's like, we've all grown together, and
it's kind of a luxury item that a lot of bands actually have. They have those people who are going through those exact same moments at the exact same time and experiencing everything that's on that parallel. So that's got to be, I always thought that would be a challenge as a solo artist. And maybe, is there other artists that you reach out to? I know you talk to like Zach Abel, who says terrible things about you, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No, he doesn't. I talked to him a couple days ago. But people like him and Sam Fisher and Passenger and Duncan Lawrence, is there like this... It seems like there's a lot of camaraderie with artists right now that are kind of reaching out to help each other rather than like competing against each other. Are any of these guys that you talk to like on a regular at all? Yeah,
for sure. Like I speak to a lot of different artists. Like I speak to Capaldi quite a bit. I speak to like
Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah. I know him, pretty well, man.
I love that guy. I interviewed him early on in the pandemic lockdown stuff, and he is the right level of inappropriate. He's the best.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy, man. And yeah, like Zach. And to be honest, just like when you say competing, like I don't feel like this is a time to be competitive with anybody. I feel like this is a time we need to all kind of bring each other through. So now, like, I talk to as many people as I can do. And I just, it's all about, like I say, lifting each other up, and that's what the luxury of being in the music industry is a little bit, is like when you see other people having success, it's like, oh my God, like it's like I've just said, it's like the growth. You've seen like them being from this to that, and it's like, wow, you've killed it, man. And then it's like, then it's kind of going, oh, if they can do it, then I can do it too. And it's kind of like, it makes that dream more alive, and it makes, do you know what I mean? And everybody's on their own, like on their own journey and on their own trajectory. Do you know what I mean? But like,
it makes it real, doesn't it? When you see
it makes it real for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. when you had that epiphany that you wanted to make music, when you initially realized this is what I want to do, what did that look like, and how close to what you envisioned are you now? Or did you envision like way down the line, or were you just like thinking, all right, this is how it's going to be and this is where I'm at, and you setting kind of small goals type thing?
Yeah. I've always dreamt big. I've always thought I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And from a kid, like I've never not kind of, it's weird because I don't want to sound like I'm an egotistical guy, because I ain't that at all. But I've always, like, as a kid, known I'd be something that's not the ordinary. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've always thought like I had something that, I don't know, people couldn't kind of connect to. And I'm very good at like holding a room, and I've always had that. Do you know what I mean? I've always had big dreams, but I do take days every day as it comes. And I do like kind of say to myself, like, don't get too kind of ahead of yourself. Take everything as it comes and appreciate everything as it comes. And I don't know, like I say, just keep giving goodness to the world. And I sound like this most cliche person, but honestly, giving like this thing, like saying like 3 kind of gratefuls, or kind of saying what's good about what you've done, and remembering like what you've done. Kind of goes, oh my God, I can't believe I've done that. What's next? Because I want to kind of, do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think having goals and having like steps is key, and not going, I don't know. I'm like a bit with a dog with a bone. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I want. And this is what the pandemic's also allowed me to do, is kind of say, well, hold on a minute, mate. Just be a bit patient.
Yeah.
And
enjoy it,
because, man, it could be over tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So
when you go back on stage and stuff, when you start performing again, who's picking out your outfits? I love the way you dress. You've got this confidence. I can't wear anything that you wear. You pull it off, and you got it. Who's choosing all that stuff?
I work me and my stylist. We've worked together, and yeah, I think we've got it now. Got it now. I've always kind of like wanted to be like a bit kind of different and dress different, but always keep it like me, and not kind of, I don't know, try to be something that I'm not.
To be different, but not making it look intentionally different.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with me and my stylist have found a balance of that for sure.
That's cool, man. I like it. I wish I could dress like that.
Yeah, you look cool, man. It's all good.
So what do you think is your biggest hit so far, aside from the new one? Like before that, like what's the biggest hit you had before, and do you keep that song in mind when you go in to write new songs? Because I mean, and I say biggest hit not financially, but the biggest song that maybe is connected with people. Yeah. And do you keep that in mind when you go in to do something new?
I would say found what I've been looking for, most definite. But to be honest with you, I'd like found what I've been looking for kind of shaped the whole of the first album, which got put into like an indie category and kind of got put into like a guitar. And like, don't get me wrong, I love that kind of music, and I have done from being a like teenager. Like I grew up like listening to like Bombay Bicycle Club, Arctic Monkeys, like Kings of Leon, and these kind of bands. So maybe like that came out of me because I used to listen to, I don't know, but like I didn't want to be in, it's not that I didn't want to be in that lane, because I'm happy that I've been seen to be able to do that kind of music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe you wanted to have one leg out of it to show
but like
range, maybe.
Yeah. But going into the second album, I knew I kind of wanted to step away from that kind of guitar driven music. But mate, I'm so grateful and so thankful that that song did connect, because it's put me in a position where I could write a second album that allowed me to then grow. And yeah, like like I said, I finally found the sound that I've wanted for a while, but like I had to find my voice, I had to find my feet, and I
Sure.
had to like understand what an artist was and how to be an artist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's got to be a little challenge. Just in a way, stay connected to it was, but be enough disconnected from it to grow.
Yeah, but then also like I had like the fear of like, I've got like I had like a solid like fan base before the Everin Road came out, and I was like, oh, my fans have really connected with Found What I'm Looking For. They loved the whole like first album, but Found What I'm Looking For was the standout song, and I was like, oh no, have I gone too far? Have I gone too far with like the pop kind of thing? And I feel like I hadn't, but like, I was like, these fans, are they going to be happy with that, or are they going to be like, he sold out? But like, I haven't, and they didn't think that, so which is good.
Good, yeah, that's got to be a challenge. FIFA's awesome, by the way, for music. I mean, I love playing it all the time, but
yeah,
my favorite thing to do when I download it is to go straight to the music page, because there's just so much great music, and I wonder if
they kill the soundtrack every year.
Yeah, I always wonder if programmers, like radio music programmers, will actually go through it, because there's just so much incredible music, and a lot of it, even being in radio for us. Yeah, right, and it's such a great thing to be a part of. Little bit of love. Where was this video shot, by the way? Because speaking of Liverpool, this really reminds me of the Cantrell Farm flats that I used to live in, like the shorter, like the 4 or 5 level that I had to carry my bike up. But where was that? Where was that filmed?
That was actually filmed in South London.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't know where in South London, but it was filmed in South London. And yeah, it was wicked to like, I don't know, do that video. It kind of like represented me and my brother, and like it represented like I had to kind of go through a lot of different things to kind of get back to that unconditional love, which is like my family, and that's where I felt like where I could kind of be myself, and that's where I what I wanted to kind of show in that video.
The one who's in it with you, is that your brother?
No, it's not my little
okay.
brother. That like they did a good job with how my brother, he kind of looks like that. My brother's older than him. My brother's 20, but like that's what my brother kind of looked like when he was that age, which was weird. But yeah, like the little kid in it, his name was Luke. He's killed it. He smashed it, and it was fun to do. It was cold though.
Yeah. Did your brother go, hey, why wasn't I in the damn video? Why didn't somebody?
Nah, he's not into that kind of stuff.
No, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool video. I love the way the story is told, and even the little subtle things, like even towards the end when you've still got the money drying off, hanging up. Know, just those little things. Even that's really cool. I also love in this song that your accent really comes through on this, and that a lot of times an accent doesn't. At least for America, we can hear somebody talk. Once we hear somebody talk, we're like, oh, they're British or Australian. I didn't even know where they were from. But you've got, like for you, Banner's, his Scouse accent really comes through, and there's a lot of them. But on this song, your accent really comes through. It's so cool to hear that.
Yeah, I think like at the end of the day, I'm a British artist, and like I'm not gonna sing with an American or any other accent. I think like I don't know.
Is that done intentionally by some? Then do you think?
I think like definitely. Oh. Some people like intentionally sing with like a different accent to kind of fit into different worlds, man. For sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely. But I've always sung the way like I have done already, I think so. I'm glad it shows through. But like I'm glad it's still understood, because sometimes you can kind of be a bit too English or something.
Yeah, you have to be very aware, especially in the slang writing, because they're so creative in England. The slang in England is so creative, but it's so fluid and constantly changing. It's
it's crazy.
I've had to tell people, this is what he's saying. He's actually talking about this. He doesn't mean an actual donut. It's a put down.
Yeah,
it's a put down. So for people hearing a little bit of love for the first time, as I play it, is there anything in it that you're like, man, I really hope they hear this part of it, like this chord progression or this specific lyric in it? I really hope they hear that and they're not in the car talking to their friends while that part plays. Is there something that they should be really paying attention to that you would love them to hear?
I think the whole chorus, like, more than anything. And also, like, just because the chorus is like the thing that's saying, like, the song's about unconditional love. The song's about like knowing that you deserve love and that no matter what you are, who you are, and where you're from, like, it all comes down to unconditional love, and that's like what it's about. But also, like, the second verse is like one of my favorite. It's like knocking on the door. I thought, like, you lived at number 22. I was knocking at the door, and kind of stuff like that. Like, that's what went on in my world, and that's like, I wanted the picture of the street and me kind of going back to this place and not having that person that I thought I loved there, and she'd moved on, and then I was like, oh my gosh, where's this thing gone, and where's this person gone, and stuff like that. So, like, it's a very storytelly song with a big chorus. So yeah, I think listen to the whole song, get it down.
And your girlfriend must be like, hey, what do you mean by that part? Is that something to do with me? Is she analyzing every lyric now?
This is about another person, man.
She doesn't want to hear that either.
She don't want to hear that either. Nah.
She's gonna analyze everything and be like, what is this song? What do you mean you need a little bit more love? Am I not giving you enough love? You're screwed. I'll let you go, man. I've sucked up enough of your time, but I could talk to you all day. Man,
you are so class. I absolutely love that, man. I love that, and I can't wait to be over there and meet you and have a drink. And I just can't wait if whoever's listening to this to meet you too and turn up the radio and sing it and tell everyone about it.